How's it going, everyone? And this is Daniel. In this video, we're going to be talking about a penny stock to watch right now. We're going to go over and look at the details of this company, some important things to watch out for with this company. We're going to be looking at the fundamentals, the technicals, what to expect for the company. We're also going to be going over the overall stock market. We have some important big retail companies announcing earnings. We're going to be talking about that and some of the companies also that announced earnings and some economic data we need to be watching out for this week. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to cover all this important information in this video coming up. So the company that we're going to be talking about is going to be ticker symbol FAAS, Digit Asia Corp. As you can see, the last 5 days, the stock has up 4.27% to the upside. Let's talk about this company in detail. So as you can see over here from the website, this company is the leading finance as a service platform, which is powering digital wallets, payments, lending, and a lot of different variety of things built into this business through this one API. So this is the company that's just not another app, but they incorporate a lot of different things when it comes to servicing the Southeast Asia market. So they have over 3 million merchants on board, have a partnership with big American companies like Starbucks, MasterCard, Citi, and even Nvidia. So that is pretty massive. We know Nvidia is a big AI company right now, so they're working with this company. So DigiAsia is positioning itself as a backbone for Southeast Asia's 460 billion digital finance market. We know Southeast Asia is pretty massive. A lot of people over there. The market is pretty big, and this company is trying to utilize and tap into that. So that is really important. So let's go over and look at some of the 7 reasons why we need to be watching for this company. The number 1 is going to be its AI expansion. So this is a massive reason. We have DigiAsia is working with Nvidia to roll out advanced AI fintech solutions across Southeast Asia and beyond. So that is pretty massive. They are tapping into the future. They try to revolutionize using AI, and we want a company like that to watch, especially if they can expand, if they grow using AI. That could be very, very awesome for the future of the company. The second thing is under the radar. This company is on the radar trading below $1, which is even fewer than 18 million shares of float. We're going to be talking about later on when we talk about the fundamentals. The third thing is high insider ownership, which over 60% insider ownership. So that is pretty important too when you look at the fundamentals. And also the recent momentum, as you can see over here, the stock has seen some interesting upside moves, especially when we have some important headlines come out. The stock can spike up, 83%, 32%, 10%, so that is pretty significant moves that happen when it comes to some of the press releases this company releases. And they have posted some massive swings, including a 263% over the weekend move and nearly a 200% move in under 3 months. So that is pretty massive for the company. And the fifth reason is going to be the big name partners that this company is working with. We have Starbucks, MasterCard, Citi, and etc. So those are the big companies that this company is partnered with. And the sixth is going to be the massive market opportunities. Southeast Asia is one of the fastest growing digital economies in the world. Massive population over there. Definitely important to look into and tap into that market, and this company is trying to accomplish that. And the seventh and final reason is going to be the financial growth. So the revenue for this company grew 45% in the first half of 2024, which decreased the losses significantly. So that is a pretty massive move that this company is making. So now let's talk about some of the key things to watch when it comes to the technicals of the company. As you can see over here, we have seen some pretty massive spike happen when we get some positive attraction from investors, and so if they release some positive press releases, the stock can definitely spike up to the upside. Right now it's sitting at a very good support area around close to 15 cents, 18 cents area right now. So if you're trying to swing trade it for a potential entry point, you can definitely risk off of this support area. and a potential profit target for the stock, to spike up to around, 80 cents, 84 cents. And if you want somebody that's going to be involved in the long term for this company, investing in long term in the company, of course, there's going to be a very good entry price point for it. We talked about the float sitting at 18.29 million, and we have insider ownership, which is 69.86%. That is pretty massive for the company, and that is really, really interesting and to look at. So definitely keep it in your watch list. But now let's talk about what to expect for the overall stock market for the next few weeks and for the next few days. So as you can see, we have big companies like Nvidia selling off today. Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, Meta, the big tech giants have sold off today, including Palantir, which is down 9.36%. We had some of the short sellers coming out and hitting it with a hit piece, and unfortunately kind of worked, down 9.36%. But the most important thing we need to be watching out for, we have some big retailers announcing earnings. We have some big moves that happened with tariffs. Significant move happened over the last few weeks with tariffs, and these retailers are going to be the ones that are going to be a lot of shifts when it comes to prices. They import a lot of goods from outside the US, so it's really important to hear what they have to say. We have Home Depot that announced earnings today, and the stock is up pretty good. After hours, 3.17%. It's looking nice. We have Walmart announcing earnings on Thursday. We have tomorrow Target announcing earnings before the market open. That is really important to watch out. Those have TJX announcing earnings. So definitely keep an eye on it. These are the companies, depending upon what they say about the future, if their margins are being affected by tariffs and etc. That's going to be really important to know. And another important thing to watch out for is going to be economic data to watch for this upcoming week. We have tomorrow at 11 a.m. the Fed Governor Christopher is going to be speaking. 2 a.m. we have the minutes of Federal Reserve July FOMC meetings. And we have the 3 p.m. Atlanta Fed President is going to be speaking. On Thursday, August 21st, we have initial jobless claims data coming out. Really important to know about that. We have S&P Flash U.S. Services PMI data, manufacturing PMI data, existing home sales, and U.S. leading economic indicators coming out also on Thursday. And we have on Friday, Jerome Powell is going to be speaking from Jackson Hall. So this is important also to notice. So definitely keep an eye on this event. But the overall stock market is definitely looking like it hit all-time highs a few days ago. Right now it's slightly pulling back. We'll see what we're going to be hearing from these big massive retailers about the impact of tariffs and etc. We can expect today to sell off because we have the big tech companies pulled back significantly, so it is obvious that the overall stock market is also going to be pulled back in spite of that. But that's going to be for this video. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.